Let us learn about Venn diagrams first. A is a set of elements x such that x belongs to n and x is an odd number less than 10. Okay. This is the set definition given in set builder form, right? A is a set of elements x such that x belongs to n and x is an odd number less than 10. Okay. When you say x belongs to n, it means x is a natural number, right? At the same time, it is an odd number and it is less than 10, right? What are those numbers? 1, 1 is a natural number and it is an odd number and it is smaller than 10, right? Then 3, then 5, 7 and 9. Any of these numbers you take, okay, they satisfy all the requirements. They are natural numbers, they are odd numbers and they are smaller than 10, right? So these are the elements of set A, right? We can write this in roster form. By writing all these elements within curly brackets, you say that we have written this in roster form, right? Here it is given in set builder form. We have written that in roster form. Now we are going to learn how to represent these in pictorial form, right? For that, let me write the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 12 I have written, but you can write include many more numbers. Look at this. You have numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These are the elements of set A, right? 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. You draw a circle around all these numbers. Okay. And that circle is representing set A. Set A is pictorially represented by drawing a closed curve. In this particular case, it is circle that includes all the elements of set A. Got it? Now let us consider another set, set B. Set B is a set of elements x such that x belongs to n and x is an even number less than 10. Meaning x belongs to n means it is a natural number. At the same time, x is an even number and that is less than 10. What numbers you can think of? When you say natural numbers, the numbers you can think of are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on, right? So it has to be even number, meaning number 2 is a natural number and it is an even number and less than 10 also, right? Like that you have 4, 6 and 8. These are the 4 numbers which are less than 10, even numbers, and they belong to natural numbers also, right? These are the elements of set B. So let's write that in roster form by writing all these elements within curly brackets, right? We have seen set builder form and roster form for set B. Let's pictorially represent this. For that, I am drawing a circle around the elements 2, 4, 6 and 8 and that set is called set B, right? Set B is represented by drawing a closed curve around the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8. These are the elements of set B. These diagrams, whatever we have drawn just now, are called Venn diagrams. Please note this. This circle representing set A and this circle representing set B are called Venn diagrams. Understood? Now, let us consider a set that is universal set mu equal to the set containing elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 and a subset A that has got elements 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, right? This is universal set and this is a subset to universal set, right? It means every element of A is present in the universal set. That's why A is a subset to universal set, right? When you represent that in a pictorial form, A has got elements 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, right? And remaining elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, okay? These two things put together, elements of A and remaining elements like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, these things put together are called, that set is called universal set or mu, right? Universal set is typically represented using a rectangular shape or a square, right? And any other set for that matter can be represented using circle or ellipse. Got it? A is a subset of universal set mu. Looking at the figure, you will be able to say, because A is within the set mu, right? Set A, that is shown using circle, is within set mu, that is shown using rectangle, right? Set A has got elements A, B, C, D here, and set B has got elements C, D, E, F, right? You can represent these two sets in pictorial form, right? When you do that, the universal set is denoted using mu, and A is denoted using green color circle, and B is shown using red color circle, right? If you look at the figure, it says that C and D are common to both the sets, right? These figures are called Venn-Euler diagrams or simply Venn diagrams. Please note this. Whatever figures we have drawn, representation of representation of sets using circles and rectangles, this is called Venn diagrams. Okay. Typically, they consist of rectangles and circles. Of course, you can use ellipse and you can use squares also, right? These Venn diagrams are used to represent certain relationships between the sets. Okay. For example, A is a subset of mu, right? In the first case, A is a subset of mu. We could simply represent by drawing mu here and drawing A within, right? Here it says that A and B are having certain common elements, right? There is some relation between A and B. That relation you can see by looking at this Venn diagram. Understood? Let us learn about basic operations on sets. First one is union of sets. Let us consider natural numbers n, that is a set containing elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on, and another set A that contains only one element 0. Let's consider these two sets, right? This has got elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and this has got only one element, that is 0. Suppose if you write all these elements together, okay, then what are those elements? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, right? A set containing all the elements of natural numbers n and set A, when you write together, it becomes this set, right? These are the elements of both the sets together, right? So when you write those elements in between curly brackets, it becomes a set, right? This is roster representation or roster form for the set containing elements of n and A together, right? Set A and set n, those elements of these two sets, when you put together and write it in set form, what you get is this. Can you recall anything about numbers when you look at this? We know that set of whole numbers, okay, that has got elements 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, right? So set n and set A, when you put together, actually what you are getting is set W, right? So what we say is set W is union of set n and set A, okay? When you combine elements of set n and set A together, then what you get is set W. That's why set W is called union of sets n and A. Pictorially, you can represent this using Venn diagrams as shown here. Okay, you have universal set that is much beyond your n and A, right? N has got elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and A has got only one element, that is 0, right? When you put these two things together, what you get is W, right? So what we say is W is N union A. Okay, this is the symbol of union. W is N union A, right? Meaning W has got all the elements of N and all the elements of A. In this particular case, A has got only one element, that is 0, right? So a set containing all the elements of two sets given is called their union set. Okay, all the elements of N and all the elements of A put together, you are getting a set. That set is called union of N and A, right? That is called W here, right? A set containing all the elements of two sets is called their union. It means W is N union A, or you can say that W is union of N and A. That can be written, that can be shown here in the shaded portion, right? If you look at this part, all this part and this part is shaded, right? That shaded portion of Venn diagram represents the union of two sets. Okay, set N and set A together, is called union of two sets, and that is shown using shaded portion in Venn diagrams, right? Let us understand further about union of sets. Let A be the set containing elements 2, 5, 6 and 8, and B has got elements 5, 7, 9 and 1. Then find A union B. Okay, we said that union of two sets is going to be the set containing all the elements of A and B in this particular case, right? So A union B is the set containing all the elements of A and B, right? When you say that A union B is going to have elements 2, 5, 6, 8, 7, 9 and 1. Why this 5 is not written? Because when you write it in roster form, you don't want to duplicate, right? 5 is already there. That's why we are not including this 5 again. That's why what you have is A union B has got elements 2, 5, 6, 8, 7, 9 and 1. Order doesn't matter. You can write 7, 9, 1 first and 2, 5, 6, 8 later. Okay. A union B has got all the elements of A and B. Of course, we have not repeated this particular number 5, right? Pictorially, it can be shown like this, right? A has got elements 2, 5, 6 and 8, that is shown using green color circle, right? And B has got elements 5, 7, 9 and 1, that is shown using blue color circle. If you look at this, 5 is common to both the sets. Okay, you understood what kind of help Venn diagrams are giving you. By looking at, you can say what are common elements, what are elements only special to A, and what are the elements only special to B. All that you can get when you look at the Venn diagrams, right? But A union B is having all these elements that are part of A and that are part of B also, right? So in set builder form, A union B can be written as it is a set of elements X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Okay, when you say X belongs to A, then X can be having numbers like 2, 5, 6 and 8, right? Or X belongs to B, when you say, you will be having 5, 7, 9 and 1. But when you are writing roster form, you don't want to duplicate. That's why this 5 is not included second time. So you got roster form like this, and Venn diagram is shown like this, and set builder form for A union B can be written like this. A union B is a set of elements X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Okay. Understood? Let us learn about intersection of sets now. Consider two sets, set A that has got elements 2, 5, 6 and 8 and set B that has got elements 5, 7, 9 and 1. Okay. Can we represent these two sets together in using Venn diagram? When you do that, it looks like this, right? Mu is universal set, right? Set A is shown using green color circle. It has got elements 2, 5, 6 and 8 and set B has got elements 5, 7, 9 and 1, right? When you look at this, 5 is common to both the sets. Even when you look at this, you can say that 5 belongs to A and 5 belongs to B also, right? Since 5 belongs to A and B, 5 is common to set A and set B, right? That's why in the Venn diagram, you are getting 5 in between these two circles, right? It is part of A, at the same time, it is part of B also. The elements common to sets A and B is denoted as A intersection B. What is A intersection B? A intersection B is a set that contains elements that are common to set A and set B, right? A intersection B has got elements 5, only one element, that is 5 here. So we can write A intersection B equal to set containing only element 5, right? And we can write set builder form for A intersection B as this. A intersection B is a set of elements X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B, right? You remember when it is union, we said that X belongs to A or X belongs to B, right? Here, when it is intersection, the set builder form says that X belongs to A and X belongs to B also. It means that particular element has to be part of A. At the same time, it has to be part of B also. You understood? Now we have seen roster form for A intersection B, right? And set builder form and Venn diagram. Looking at Venn diagram, the elements that are part of this intersection region is called intersection. When you have these two circles, this is the region which is of intersection to both, right? And whatever elements that fall in between this region, okay, those are called elements of A intersection B. That's what we have written here. A intersection B has got only one element 5. And the set builder form for that is A intersection B is a set of elements X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. And is important. Please note this. Let's see another example. Find A intersection B when A is a set containing elements 5, 6, 7, 8 and set B containing elements 7, 8, 9 and 10. Look at this. What is A intersection B? A intersection B is a set containing elements that are common to A and B, right? What are common to A and B? Now 5 is here, but it is not there in B. 6 is here, but it is not there in B. So 5 and 6 are not. What about 7? 7 is here, 7 is here. 8 is here, 8 is here. It means 7 and 8 are common to both the sets. That's why 7 and 8 are going to be elements of A intersection B, right? Let's show that. Okay, A intersection B has got elements 7 and 8. This is roster form. And using Venn diagram, we can show like this. A has got elements 5, 6, 7 and 8. B has got 7, 8, 9 and 10. And 7 and 8 are common to both the sets, right? So that's why A intersection B has got elements 7 and 8, right? Now we can write this in set builder form also. A intersection B can be written as it is a set of elements X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B also. 7 and 8 belong to A and they belong to B also. This AND is important. Got it? Let us now learn about difference of sets. Consider two sets A and B. Set A has got elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and B has got elements 4, 5, 6 and 7. When you say difference of sets, what does it mean? Difference of sets A and B is defined as set of elements belong to A but do not belong to B. Please note this. Here A and B are there. Difference of sets A and B, right? A comes first, right? For that reason, we look for elements that belong to A, right? B is coming in the next. That's why we say that do not belong to B. Difference of sets A and B is defined as set of elements that belong to A but not belong to B. That is mathematically written as A minus B. Difference of sets A and B is A minus B. We have two sets, right? A and B. When you represent that using Venn diagram, you can get a figure like this, right? A has got elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and B has got elements 4, 5, 6 and 7, right? The elements that are common to both A and B are 4 and 5, right? But what is the definition of A minus B or difference of A and B? That is, elements belong to A but not belong to B. Okay, elements belong to A but not belong to B. That can be written in set builder form as given here. A minus B is a set of elements X such that X belongs to A and X does not belong to B. Please note this, X belong to A and X does not belong to B. Okay, X belong to A but does not belong to B means it is only this part. Okay, you don't want to enter into B. In this part, what you have A minus B, that is 1, 2, 3. Only 3 elements are there, right? A minus B has got elements 1, 2 and 3. A minus B is a set of elements X such that X belongs to A and does not belong to B. Right? 4 and 5 belong to B. Even though they are part of A, 4 and 5 belong to B. That's why we are not including 4 and 5 in this set. Understood? What is the difference of sets? Now, let us look at another problem. Difference of sets B and A. You look at this. B comes first and A comes later. That's why we write it as B minus A. When you say difference of sets B and A, if you have any doubt about whether it is A minus B or B minus A, what you have to do is you have to look at the first set minus the second set, right? This is B minus A. B minus A means it is the set of elements X such that X belong to B and does not belong to A. X belong to B and does not belong to A. When you say that, what you have to look for is, I'll show you, the elements that belong to B but not belong to A. When you say that, you will be shading only this part because you don't want to enter into set A. So what are the elements which are present only in B but not in A? Those are 6 and 7, right? B minus A has got two elements, 6 and 7. When you look at this, A minus B has got elements 1, 2, 3 and B minus A has got 6 and 7. So looking at that, we can say that A minus B is not equal to B minus A, right? Because these two sets are different. Understood? I hope you like the video. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel, Learn to Score. Thank you.